to the Thrive Home Show. Courtney White. He's with One Day Doors and Closets. And I wanted to introduce a special Thrive Home Show today. Thank you so much for joining me. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing very well. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Awesome. So what kind of gave me this idea as my clients matured, I starting to have more needs. So you reached out to me, we're Marion natives, about your commercial needs, and I'm doing more and more commercial. So I wanted to uplift you and highlight your business. And so give my platform to you so that perhaps if anybody needs anything, you would be the guy that they reach out to. So thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, likewise. I do. I definitely appreciate you having me on. And, you definitely kind of helped give me a push on, where to look for a corporate real estate broker and going forward. So I definitely reached out to you first.
Awesome. I appreciate it. So I know you have your choices, and I know you work with a lot of real estate agents. I'm going to get into that later. But first, okay. I want to talk about, I know you personally. So, yes. So we're back from Marion, and I'm going to tell you my Courtney White story. Okay. All right. This is you probably aren't even aware of this. So I was a freshman and you were a senior. Mm-hmm. And then we got, as the freshmen, there's like a couple of us, Tony Sharon, Tommy Pierce, maybe Ramo, a few of us got moved up. So I got to actually play, like I got on special teams. So I actually remember playing with you. So you probably don't remember playing with me.
Okay, football story, yeah.
So anyway, and then prepping for the show, I didn't realize that you're not originally from Marion. So you're from Michigan. Tell us about that.
Yeah. I grew up in Michigan. And so I'm not a native of Marion, Indiana, but my family moved to Marion when I was in high school. But I enjoyed, living in Marion. I had the opportunity to excel athletically, and it was a good base academically as well when I, went off to college. So, I definitely enjoyed my time there.
So, okay, you decided, tell me about your past. So you mentioned you were in the technology sector, and then you be an entrepreneur. So how did one thing lead to the other? And then how did that lead to closets and windows?
Oh, sure. So yeah, we can get into that too. But generally for myself, after college, I had a technology degree, and I was in technology ever since graduating from Ball State University. So I initially started out as a computer programmer in statistical analysis software, known as SAS. And then I moved on to more of a liaison role between the technical team and the business, and doing some consulting work from then. But even with that, having that degree and being in technology, I've always had the entrepreneurial spirit. I've always wanted to start my business, do kind of my own, and kind of seek my own opportunities and engage in that way. So I just ran across this opportunity. I thought it was a really great time to start a business for myself. So I'm actually here on site right now as we're still under construction, but it's a really exciting opportunity. So I just couldn't pass it up. And it's always kind of a passion that I've had.
So you reached out to me, was you were needing a space because for your business. And then I got you contacted with commercial brokerages, and we found you the perfect spot. Now, what's an address? How can people get to you? I want to get that early one in the conversation.
Sure. Yeah. And we can say it again as well.
One Day Doors and Closets of Indiana.
Yeah. One Day Doors and Closets of Indiana. The property that we closed on here is at 8481 Bash Street in Indianapolis, Indiana. So right on the northeast side of Indianapolis. So we have a lot of construction and work that's still taking place here as we've just, closed on it and, have signed the lease agreement.
Literally 2 weeks ago.
It was not too long ago. Yeah. And, I had guys in here, they're tearing down walls, they're painting, they're doing a lot of work in here. And we still have quite a bit more to go to make it showroom ready, that we're going to have a showroom and have a warehouse in the back, which we will, take in our product. But hopefully we can open by January, but we do have a lot of work to do to make that happen. But that's kind of the goal that we're looking for.
One Day Doors and Closets. Make sure if you do you have a website, do you have a phone number so that we can make sure that everybody on my platform has a way of getting a hold of you?
Oh yeah, we're just getting started. So we'll have all the website linked here in about a month or so. Okay. And the phone number, I'll have to get to
Put you on
you
the
after the
spot.
show
That's
as
okay.
well. So yeah, we don't have all that set up just yet, but we just have the building and we're starting the demo process.
Got it. All right, man. You're
So,
new. That's awesome. You've been doing this a while. You've been doing this a long time. You've had previous experience with real estate agents. You could have had your pick of the litter. What made you reach out?
Yeah, so just in general, like my experience with real estate agents is, I've bought a property before, I've sold a property before, I've had property that I've had renters in. So, I've had all three sides of that, so I worked with a, property agent that, did the inspections, collected the rent, and did all those sort of things for me as well. So I've kind of had a lot of experience with real estate agents, but this was the first time that I was really seeking a commercial real estate broker. So let me tell you about that process real quick. So I knew a lot of real estate agents in the Indianapolis market, 20, 25. A lot of people have given me names. So I started looking down the list. Okay, who also focuses on not only residential, but also commercial real estate. So I looked an entire list. I spent like 4 or 5 hours just going through every single name, looking at, what their qualifications are and what they focused on. None of them focused on commercial properties. Like all of them were home real estate agents. So after going through that list, I said, you know what, let me call Michael. I know Michael, you're very well known in this market, a real estate agent. You're in a lot of different areas, and you could definitely be someone that could probably help me in this area. So I reached out to you. It's like, hey, I don't see anyone that's any of my real estate agents I know that work with commercial properties. Can you help me? So I reached out to you for that help.
I love it, man. Thank you so much. I'm doing some commercial, and that's the thing. People don't know that I do commercial. So what a way that I had a red light moment. I was like, I'm going to have him on the show, and I'm going to share with him. I'm going to tell the commercial story. So thank you so much for trusting us and for reaching out to us. And that's an opportunity that I can do a better job of letting people know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that piece as well. Yeah, no, not just the regular homes and properties, but also the commercial side of the business. So not just residential. Yeah.
So a lot of my clients, as they mature, their businesses are maturing, and now they are needing commercial help. So I've got right now, I'm helping a church. I'm helping sell a church. I'm helping them buy a church. I've sold, I've done that before in the past. So it's just a matter of just making people aware of it. So working with the commercial on the commercial aspect and going out and searching sites. Tell us about the process. How was it with Rob? Was it with Rob or with Robert?
Yes. Yeah. So it was, very similar if you were going to buy a house. We're just, gives me a long list of properties that met my specifications. It was not as many properties as I would have thought that were available, because I needed a certain square footage. I needed a warehouse in the back, showroom in the front. So it needed to be a mixed use property. I needed to have a roll up door. So there's a lot of in that I wanted in the right area of town. So and the look. So there was a lot of things that I really looked for. So we whittled that list down to a few properties. So then when we had that list nailed down, we reached out to the other, listing broker and, set up a place and time to come out to the property and look at it. And we all, went through it and see how it could fit my needs potentially. So very similar process. It's like going out and viewing homes or, going through a list of homes with the person. So, not too much different there. But after we, identified the property that we liked, we sent out a LOI or letter of intent that we wanted to rent this property, and then went through the negotiating and contract process. Now, I would say those contracts are a beast. Like there's a lot of language in there. There's a lot of terms to go over. So it was a little overwhelming and a little daunting, but we got through it and we came to an agreement.
Good. Awesome. That's a blessing, man. So, all right, we're going to wrap up. The most important thing I want to talk about, One Day Doors and Closets of Indiana.
Yes.
So when's the grand opening?
So we don't have an exact date yet, but we're shooting for sometime in January. So we're probably about a month and a half to 2 months out to get everything set up and going and be able to, present this to the community. Let me tell you about what I really, why I kind of delved in and what I love about
That
this
was the
business
next
opportunity.
question. What do you
Okay, if
love?
you're gonna go there, I
I'm
appreciate it.
going there. Yeah, I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah. So we don't have the exact date just yet, but I decided to go into business with One Day Doors and Closets, and I'm going to be the Indiana dealer for the company. So I thought the business opportunity was really great. If you have a house with some old beat up doors, if you replace those doors with a very nice, like if you have like a hollow core door, like a solid wood door that's painted nicely, very strong coating on it, and looks brand new. It will really update the look and feel of your home. And it's a good opportunity not to have a super big expense if you don't have maybe a huge budget, but just to refresh and have a nice clean, good look to your home. Even replacing those doors really helps. So I really felt this was a good opportunity, a business opportunity, and definitely a business need. After you have a house for 20 years or so, at some point you're going to get to a point that, hey, I need to replace these doors, and that's not such an easy process of replacing a door because you have that door frame. You can't just go to Lowe's or Menards and buy a new door and have it installed. It's not going to fit correctly. We measure your door to the exact tolerance of your door, so we just come out and as the name says, in one day, we replace those doors in your house, however many that you have, so that they fit perfectly. They seat in the door frame or the door jamb exactly as it should. And it's a very clean and easy process. You're not going to have a person that's out there simming your doors, painting, sanding your doors. We order these doors directly from our factory and have them installed in one day.
I love it. Makes a huge difference. Doors, dated doors. When you go into a house, you have a flat panel door, and you can just totally update the look of a property just by those simple details. I love that. So
yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Talk about your partner, Charles.
Yeah. So working with Charles, again, I'm coming from the IT technology world. Charles is also a native of Marion, Charles Smith.
So he Charles.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. All right.
So I decided to work with him because he has all of the knowledge as far as home remodels and builds. He has that side of it. He knows very well. So he's going to assist in acquiring some of those properties that he might have already had a prior relationship with, and he'll be leading the install process and also helping run the business from as well as myself. So of course I'll be doing running all the day-to-day stuff and all those good things. And then I'll also have another inside salesperson that I will bring on that will help, work with any of the leads. Will be the initial contact with any of our clients and help with sales as well. So that's kind of looks like my team that's I'm gonna form and build out, and we'll be ready to go in sometime in January, hopefully.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Showroom, be on the lookout. So on the northeast side of town, One Day Doors and Closet of Indiana. Look for them in January, and I post these things on a loop. So by the time this is going, I'm going to be hyping you quite a bit. So I love it. Thank you so much. This is a relationship. If you need anything, don't hesitate to give me a call or shoot me a message, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate it. And again, thanks
Chuck,
for having me.
What's up?
I will, absolutely.
I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good to go. Good to go. But yeah, definitely appreciate it. And I will definitely let him know as well.
God bless you. Have a great day.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
Watchers, please be sure to go to our YouTube channel, subscribe, like, comment, tell them how great of a job they're doing. We read all their comments. We really appreciate it. This is a relationship.